So once we've narrowed our focus using control charts and Pareto charts, or histograms perhaps, we need to do some root cause analysis. You know, and they say for every 1,000 hacking away at the leaves of evil, there's only one hacking away at the root. And so if we want to get down to the place where we really fix the thing that's wrong and not just patch the symptoms on top of it, we have to do some root cause analysis. So if you had started out with a Pareto chart or something like that, that's going to lead you into some sort of problem statement. And the big bar of your Pareto chart is going to take you and give you your problem statement. That's where we start, all right? And then we're going to do like a fishbone diagram. And we have multiple big bars that come off of here. Not hard to do. And usually, fishbone diagramming starts off with some major bones. Since this process is normally the big problem, I start there. We always want to put the biggest thing, the most likely thing, closest to the head of the fish. Then we have things like machines. A machine could be out of whack. Could be something wrong with our materials. There's also measurement. We'll talk about that in gauge R&R and measurement systems analysis. And rarely, as Deming would say, it might be a people issue. You know, 1 time out of 100 it's people, and 99 times out of 100 it's something out here. So this is one way to organize our root cause analysis. Another way is you can start with step by step. So it might be step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and so on. All right? So these aren't set in stone. You just have to figure out which one makes sense for you. It could be different components of a given assembly. It could be whatever you choose to look at here. All right? And so then what we want to do is start to ask why. Well, why did process cause our problem? And so that's our first answer. We'll get a why. Well, why did that cause that? Well, because that's how it's set up. Well, why is it set up that way? And we keep asking why, all right? Why? Up to 5 whys. And as you go down this chain, one of the things I've found is very useful is you want to check your logic. So once you get a why, then you use the word cause. So this answer causes process to cause my problem. If you cannot use the word cause in here to go back up the chain, then your logic is faulty, all right? And you'll notice I use Post-it notes because we end up rearranging a lot of these things very often. And so we're just going to keep asking why until we get down to some level where it's clear that that's the root of that particular problem. And if you go one step further, it gets a little silly almost. And so we just keep doing that. Now very often, everybody knows where to start. So I always start with process. Sometimes it's machines and materials, sometimes it's a step. And that's how we start to do root cause analysis. And when you get down to the root, then you have to go verify that yes, indeed, that is the one thing causing this problem. And you're going to need some data to do that. And so that'll be the next step, is to verify the root causes. I did one big fishbone way early in my life, and we had 10 different root causes. But when we verified it, we only had 2 that actually caused our problem. The other 8 were just us, hallucinating. So I'm going to invite you that once you get your root cause, then go use some data to verify this. Now, the big tar pit in terms of doing this kind of root cause analysis is if you start to get what I call a whalebone diagram. A whalebone diagram, spans all the walls in your conference room, and what that means is you did not narrow your focus enough, or you let your team creep back up and start to broaden the focus again. I invariably find if we're focused enough, I can fit the entire thing on one sheet of paper. Now once I've done this, then it's pretty easy to capture it in the QI macros. So that's it, root cause analysis. What's my problem? And each one of the things that could contribute to it, the big whys, and then why of individual pieces within that. And you can find root cause very quickly, especially if you have the right people in the room. Be a money belt.